There is a character in literature who never raises his voice. He doesn't chase anything. He doesn't beg the universe for anything. And yet everything he wants seems to arrive at exactly the right moment. He is the Alchemist from Paulo Coelho's best-selling novel of the same name. And what he knows is not magic in the way you might think. It is something stranger and something far more useful. He knows that the world has a soul. Coelho calls it the soul of the world, anima mundi. The idea that everything on Earth, every person, every animal, every grain of sand in the desert, is connected by one invisible thread. I learned that the world has a soul, the boy in the story comes to understand, and that whoever understands that soul can also understand the language of things. To the alchemist, nothing in this world is separate. Not really. The wind, the desert, the stars, and you are made from the same source. This is the first thing he knows, and it changes everything that follows. Because once you understand that you are not separate from the world, that you are woven into the same fabric as everything around you, something shifts. You stop seeing yourself as small. You start to realize that you carry within you the same forces that move mountains and shift deserts. As the boy puts it near the end of his journey, I have inside me the winds, the deserts, the oceans, the stars, and everything created in the universe. We were all made by the same hand, and we have the same soul. This is not arrogance. It is recognition. The alchemist isn't claiming to rule the universe. He's recognizing that he is made of the same substance as the universe, and that changes how he moves through it. The second thing the alchemist knows is this: every person has a personal legend. In Coelho's language, your personal legend is not a job title or a 5-year plan. It is the thing you were always meant to become, the dream that lived in you before the world taught you to doubt it. Everyone, when they are young, knows what their personal legend is, the alchemist explains. At that point in their lives, everything is clear and everything is possible. But somewhere along the way, fear creeps in, doubt creeps in, and most people quietly let that dream go. The alchemist knows something most people forget, that to abandon your personal legend is the only real failure available to a human being. Not the failed attempt, not the risk that doesn't pay off, only the refusal to try. The third thing he knows, and this is the line that made the book famous, is that when you want something with your whole heart, the universe conspires to help you get it. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it, he says, because that desire originated in the soul of the universe. This isn't about wishing passively. It's about aligning yourself so completely with your purpose that the world itself seems to respond. Coelho calls this beginner's luck, that early rush of momentum that makes a new pursuit feel almost too easy. But, and this is crucial, the alchemist also knows that beginner's luck never lasts. Before a dream is realized, he warns, the soul of the world tests everything that was learned along the way, not because the universe is cruel, but because the testing is the process by which you become someone capable of holding the dream once it arrives. This is the point, he says, where most people give up, right when the reward is closest. In the language of the desert, dying of thirst just when the palm trees appear on the horizon. The fourth thing the alchemist knows is about fear, not fear of danger, fear of disappointment. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve, he says, the fear of failure. Most people don't fail because the dream was too big. They fail because somewhere along the way, the fear of trying and losing became louder than the desire to try at all. And the fifth thing, the quietest, and maybe the most important, is that the treasure was never really separate from you. By the end of his journey, Santiago, the boy in the story, discovers that the treasure he traveled the world to find was buried back where he started, under the very tree where his first dream began. The alchemist already knew this. The whole point of the search was never the destination. It was who you become by making the journey at all. So what does the alchemist actually know? He knows the world is alive, and that he is part of it, not separate from it. He knows that he carries a purpose worth pursuing, even when it frightens him. He knows that real commitment moves the world to meet you halfway. He knows that the testing isn't punishment, it's preparation. And he knows that fear of failure, not failure itself, is the only thing standing between a person and the life they were meant to live. This is what Seelho meant when he wrote, "To realize one's destiny is a person's only real obligation." Not a guarantee of comfort, not a promise of ease, just an obligation to stop interfering with your own becoming and finally walk toward the thing your heart already knows. The treasure was never far away. You were standing on it the whole time.